Let's go figure this out. I'm probably gonna need more redstone. When we get to that point, we'll decide what we need for redstone. Oop, didn't mean to fall in the water. You know, then again, we might be a little too far away for the hydrangeas to be chunk loaded. We're gonna have to make chunk loaders. So that when we're not nearby, the things will still run. I didn't even look up the recipe. I know chicken chunks is in the pack. Alright, so here we are. Let's take this part down. And we're going to, for the first thing, move everything in one. Because of this block here, it needs to be able to convert. So... Hey, thank you for the bits! Thank you so much, I appreciate it. Woohoo! Alright, so we need to take the sand out of here so that it stops pulsing. And then we can get rid of you. Put it in here. Regular dirt for you. And then we'll move you down one as well. Alright. Did I get you? I did. Okay. Pure Daisy. The random carpus is gonna go here. So it needs coarse dirt. Actually, I didn't need to dig down that far. Like that, because this whole row here is going to be coarse dirt. Why are you placing stone out there? What? Does it look for the block under that block? It does. Oh, okay. So it's looking at that block. That needs to be the coarse dirt. Well, then we'll put regular dirt on top of you for the random carpus, and then test it again. Now this should just be placing on the coarse dirt. Yes, okay. Now, this one, I could. Pick that up, take you out, move you. You've tried using mods like ore spawn? What are you talking about? Can I get some context? Hi, Quist. I'm only about 5 hours into the game, so for me it's pretty good. You know, I play a slow game. I'm a slow game person. I need that sand. So you there and there to pulse the mana spreaders. You there with the soul sand in it. Just so I don't get defuse. We'll put you there. And the hopper hawk will go there. I don't have any living rock on me, so there's that. And let's put one of these bore magnetizing lenses on. Yep, good. It's doing what I want it to do. And this one will as well. And alright. So we now need to do the dropping of wood. Let's move this. And it's gonna drop to here. So yeah, let's put a couple of blocks up. Of course. Open crate. Drawer. And then we need actually need the drawer on top of the hopper, don't I? Try this again. I really need to make an axe. Do it there. And then this will lock it, and we need to do and then we can put that there with the 10-second delay for pulsing that to let a block of wood down. Yes. Sure. We'll count that as decent. And that means, is that this? Nope. I just placed it in the same spot. There. And that will have wood in it. Which, when it pulses, it'll give 2 pulses. It should drop the first one. And you place there, which should convert it. Great. We're gonna wait for this to flip before I add mana to the system. Of course you did. All right. How long does soul sand? I think I have this set for like 2 minutes. When it's because I wanted to put red sand in here. I didn't have any at the time. I wanted to set it for 1 minute and 10 seconds, which is 11 red sand, and yeah. So this is going to take a little bit longer. But we've got stuff converted. We have, once the living rock, we need more wood, but once we have a living wood, it'll go in here, and then I won't have to worry about other things going to that barrel. And then when we make sparks, which I think we can do now, unless they've changed the recipe. Oops. Nope, we can do that. We'll put a recessive one here so that any mana that actually ends up here will just get pushed back to this one, which will have an unaugmented one. And I might actually want to just put a dominant one here. That might be smarter because it'll pull it into there, regular one there. Alright, that makes sense. So, is it dark in here? Yes, we need to deal with that. Yay. There's going to be a slight flaw, of course, to this. One bonus is I know the Hopper Hawk works priority to the Wren and Carpus, so the Hopper Hawk will try to pick up first. That's not what happened here. It placed it after it broke it, but and here too. I'm not sure as far as timing is concerned how else to do that. I'm also wondering if I put a pressure plate here and redstone torch and line type of deal over here, if there's a way to keep this steady if there is wood sitting here. No, I don't want to do that. I would need to do a weighted pressure plate. Which one? The light one, probably, and let it count how much wood is stuck there, and when there's a decent amount more than the 5 that can go here, it keeps this from blinking so that it won't drop any more until those are picked up. Boy, this is going to really exercise my redstone learning for sure. And I'm just barely scratching the surface of what's going on here. But now we have semi-automated living rock, living wood when we actually have wood in there. And I should be able to put the rest of this mana in here now. Okay. I'm really not sure why that gets done like that. I didn't have this problem in my Magical 3 world when I set up a very similar one like this. So I'm not sure why it did that. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, so let's go see. Did our flowers die? In our new base area. Whoop, that was unplanned. Yep, they're all dead. So 7 hydrangeas running for 1 hour gave us that much mana. We will need to set up crafting of flowers, automated crafting, and a random carpus in here for placing in the ring, placing them on these spots. I'll switch them to coarse dirt. Yeah, so I need to figure out Petal Apothecary crafting. Probably using, until we can do Corporea and fiddle with that, probably using hoppers and droppers, and I need to automate water bucket filling. I have to learn how to do that. And I'm thinking I should have a separate setup for each flower and probably have it near the area that I'm going to be using the flower. So I will need to put it nearby here. Hi, Solidamadron. That's probably because I stream more often in the mornings now instead of the evenings. I think this is the only evening stream that I have scheduled now. Which, if you guys want to take a look, one of my Twitch panels is my updated schedule. It has changed a little bit, including adding this particular stream night. So, yeah. Yes, we're definitely going to have to do a lot more lighting up in here. But if I did hydrangea flower crafting, I could put it back here. Well, see, if this becomes like a hallway leading to more cave stuff, I don't want it here. I could do it up here. That would work. We just mow this down a little bit, shave it down, and figure out how to set up that. All right. Get up here again where I want to put my storage. Okay. We have room here. I'm just thinking because we probably should do the Jaded Amaranthus before we do a whole bunch more flower crafting, but we need we need mana running in order to do the Jaded Amaranthus, and I'm going to need a way to send mana over there. We need flowers to make... We need the mystical flowers to make the generating flowers and the functional flowers. So that's kind of where I'm stuck. Still manually crafting these things. Not fun. Automating the water buckets. It can be done. It requires me to use redstone, and so it makes me a little nervous. Makes me nervous. We should probably put some wood in here. So we could do that. And see how well this actually starts developing, creating things. Is it nighttime or daytime? It's going to be nighttime, so we're going to need to sleep here soon. But let's go make an axe, because I keep avoiding that for some silly reason. Enderman. Enderman. What do you have in your hands? I don't see you have anything. If you weren't teleporting all over the place. Oh, he's got a dirt block. Alright. Can you plant for the double tall flowers? You mean automating them? You cannot automate them with just Botania and Vanilla and Quark, which is pretty much all this mod pack has. It's meant to be an expert Botania pack. There's no way to use the shears on a block with mana, with Botania or Vanilla. Yeah. So I can manually do it, but I can't, yeah, I can't set up automation for that. Hey, Click Monkey! gosh, it's been a long time. You're right. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I am just getting back into the swing of streaming after taking, gosh, what, a month off, I think. I dealt with some pretty bad depression and took a long period of time off to just be me, deal with me things. Okay. It's true, it doesn't take long to get a stack of every petal. You do have to consider, because if I get into the just manually crafting, I need to get to automating the flowers. I need to, because I don't know if you mentioned in this pack, all of the generating flowers die after 1 in real-time hour. They all die. So you have to keep replacing them. It's just, there's no way around it. Yeah. That's good. We've got some wood to throw into our system. I have checked out the new water stuff. It's really cool. I've attempted to play some vanilla as a series. I think I got to episode 3. So I mean the server is still there for me to play on. It's been really hard for me to get into vanilla again, even though I'm really excited with some of the changes and stuff that they have. I just haven't. You had your last therapy session today, Solid Amadron? Well, I hope it goes well. Or went well. See, it's gonna break it pretty soon anyway, even though it just placed it. That's okay. And it is almost kitty feeding time. Yeah, we will have to end up putting a sparks on these. I can't make spark augments until I open the Alpine portal, so that's gonna be a bit. Hi, swimming on down, swim on down. Bye bye. Okay. So we've got this going. It'll run until all this mana is used up. So that's a good start. We need to make a Jaded Amaranthus farm. And what do we need for the Jaded? We need another rune. The Rune of Spring. That's tier 2. So we need to make fire and water runes. We have not done that yet. We need Silk Touch because we need a grass block. We need a Metamorphosis flower because we need the Metamorphic stone. And we need to see, saplings are fine. So we have some work before we can even make a Jaded Amaranthus. We need the Metamorphosis and we need Silk Touch. Brr. To get that grass block. Yeah. getting prismarine. We can do that now. Water we can make. Might not need silk touch. We could just use a weight lens. Well, in any case, it is 8 o'clock, which means it's time to feed the kitty cats. The little alarm should be going off any moment now. So I take my little 5-minute break, stretch my legs, make a cup of coffee, and then I will be back for another hour of some more Floramancer. So don't go anywhere, and I will see you soon. Okay, I'm back. Are we ready to do some more? This obviously hasn't progressed because I'm in a single player world, so things won't progress while I am away. But the next thing I would like to do then, I don't have a lot of bone meal. It might be time to address that issue, because if I wanted to do grinding out a whole bunch of the tall flowers to get some petals, I would need to do that. How do we make the metamorphosis? Because that's the one we need. This one we can craft now. This one we probably should craft now. We can make, we've got an earth one already. We just need to make a fire rune, because we need the metamorphic stone for the jaded. And we need to do the weighted lens on a pulse mana spreader so that we can get the grass block. So let's get some progress going for a jaded Amaranthus. Because we need the flowers in order to make the flowers. So that's going to be our next step here. Getting the supplies we need for a jaded Amaranthus, which needs a metamorphosis first. Do we have everything we need over there for the runic altar for that? I think we do. Our little janky hidey hole here. Fire, rune. These things need to go into the mana. And then in here. Okay. And when that's done, I hope this holds up for what we need it for. When that's done, we'll have a fire rune. We should grab the earth rune because we'll need that. Shears on me, need grass, or a redstone root. Alright. I always jump in that deep spot, don't I? Can't wait till I'm ready to move into our nice, big, spacious cave area. Redstone root. And what else did we need for metamorphosis? Some petals. Red, green, yellow, and a gray. Do I have any little loose ones? I have red. Okay. Let's get some water. Let's get this started. Earth and fire, red, redstone. And then we need gray, yellow, and green. Gray, which we have a too tall one out there for. Green and yellow, which we also have a too tall one out there. Okay. Yep, alright, so now we just need a seed. And we're gonna tuck these extra petals away for now. Alright, we have Amaranthus. Now we need to make... let's make a diluted mana pool. Because we don't need a ton of mana. Whatever. Let's put some more mana in our tablet. Alright. I have dirt. I do. Let's sleep because I'm gonna go do this where I have been doing my caving. I hope to eventually get to using the orchids so I don't have to do caving, but since this converts stone blocks, I'd just be happier doing it in an area that I've already been kind of destroying. So down we go. Down here would work. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it here. Do I have... Looks like it might be safe enough to do here. Don't see anything. I have some iron there. That's nice. All right. Flower. Mana pool. Yay. And off it goes. Now this does a 16 by 16 by 16, so a chunk of stone. It'll change it to any variant of the metamorphic stones, and depending on the biome you're in, you'll get more of that variant than any other. So I think we're in a forest, a lush hills. Is that considered a plains? So yeah, if I were to mine up all of this, it would give me a whole bunch of different ones. My favorite's the purple. I love the purple block. This one's my second favorite, the mesa. But since my plans for the build, the underground cave system, is to make it foresty, magical, lush. I want to use a lot of living wood. I want to use a lot of living rock bricks, and I want to use the metamorphic. I'll probably use the greens. Look at them all. See, it's just go, go, go. That's why we wanted to use a diluted one. I didn't need that much mana. But yeah. All the purple, yes. You know me and purple, Gizmo. I love me some purple. Okay, so looking at the Jaded again, let me just make sure I don't have to have a specific color. Why does this look different now? Oh, because it's in the rune. Accepts any metamorphic stone. Okay. So let's just grab one. Ooh, the black's not bad. We will need to smelt it again so it's not cobblestone. And our pool is empty, so we'll pick that up and we'll pick our flower up. So, yay, we can come back here when we need it, collect some of this metamorphic stone until we want to automate it. And for automation, I'll probably do the same thing I did for the pure daisy and make a stone generator, plain stone generator. Alright, so we have the metamorphic for the spring. Let's smelt it, and then the next step for the spring rune. There's a lot of purple in here, though. You don't have to use purple if you have Thaumcraft. You don't. There are some lantern. There's a couple of lanterns. There's a blaze lantern, a duskbound lantern. Those are from Quark. And then there's paper lamps. I would love to see what that looks like. Just haven't made them yet. So when I try to get rid of torches, I have to decide what lighting options I want to use instead. Okay, so here's the stone. Let's tuck it over here in this chest. Alright. And then we need water and fire. We just got fire, but we need to make a water one. Wheat and 3 saplings. Wheat. I only have 2 saplings. I need more saplings. I'm almost out of axe too. Well, we don't need to use the axe, do we, to try to get saplings? Oop. Let's take this tree down. There we go. Alright. Wheat and saplings. The only thing we need is a grass block. And to do that, we need a weight lens. So we'll make another lens. Let's put the Metamorphosis in here. Sure. And so, a weight lens. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of those, and that will give us the standard lens. And then we need prismarine, which is nether quartz. The 7, right? Weight lens and a water rune. Yep. Okay. Got you. So we need to make the water rune. I built a Thaumcraft bottle entirely out of purple everything. It was amazing, but no, it doesn't have to be Thaumcraft. Yeah. Interesting terrain. Yeah, these are, I think this is Traverse that adds the really interesting great caves that have flowing water in them. And when I found this, I just absolutely adored this place. So, yeah, let's hope we have enough mana here to do this. We need to make a water rune. It's gonna be pushing it with the mana that we have here. Alright, so then we have the water. We need 1 for the Jaded, right? For the spring, it's water and fire. Water and fire. We need 1 water, 1 for the lens. Alright, so we have that. We need to make another mana spreader. Ooh, we need living wood for that, so we have to go get some. Got you and a petal. Put the apples in here and the wheat back in here. So this will be for that. I'm turning it into a pulse spreader. Don't have a lever to pulse the mana spreader. I need the diluted pool. And I have a teeny bit of mana in there, so that will work. Alright. Do I have a half slab? I do. Okay, so we're just about set. We need some living wood, so let's go fetch that. Oop. Did not mean to fall out of there. Let's go into our really awesome cave system here. One day, I might make this a decent walking path. Make it all nice and pretty. I'm stuck now. Let me up. There we go. All right. Great. That's not what I want to do. Okay. Let's make this mana spreader. Make it a pulse mana spreader. And now let's get ourselves a piece of grass. Well, let's sleep first. And instead of coffee, I got myself some hot chocolate. Mmm. We'll take you. You will be the winner. You will be the block I want. So let's put a half slab there. And we're going to put the mana spreader there. And the diluted pool on top. Boop. Put the little bit of mana in it. Now, if you guys haven't figured out what I'm doing just yet, we're gonna make this block. Oh, hey. Aren't you just a Mr. Meanie? No, you fought against that water, didn't you? They're actually moving water, yeah. Okay, so back what I was going to do, we're going to turn this block into a block that acts with gravity, like what sand would do, and if you drop sand onto a half slab, it becomes a block entity. See how that did nothing because I didn't put the lens on it. Ready? Ta-da! We now have a grass block. Alright. You. And I'll switch you back, pick you all up. Woo. Gimme. So we will be able to automate that process as well using one of the special flowers that's been added to pack. I picked everything up right, yep. Yeah, that is cool, isn't it? That's what the weighted lens does. It adds Minecraft gravity as if it were sand or gravel to another block, whatever block. So it'll cause it to fall If I didn't have that half slap there, it would just fall to the bottom and stay a block. But yeah. That's a little trick. I was like, that way I don't have to try to get Silk Touch, because you all know how fun it is to try to get Silk Touch. Let's put all that in there. So we have our grass for the spring. We should have everything now. Let's find out. We may not have enough mana. That's the one thing I'm worried about. Alright, so wheat, grass, 3 saplings, the metamorphic stone from the furnace. Did I already do it? Yes, and then those 2. Yeah! Oh, please let there be enough. Please let there be enough. Ugh. Definitely gonna have to set up more endoflames or something over here. Alright, spring rune, and because it's a secondary rune, we do get these back. So we can put them back in here. So we have spring. Alright. Redstone root, and then purple, lime, and green. We need a bucket of water. Gizmo says a decent rod and AFK Fisher setup. Yep, I could do that to get my books. You are correct. Yeah, with 112.2, which is what this is, I would probably need that old-fashioned one. I don't really use the, I need regular gray. Oh, that's gray. I need greens. Purple and the 2 greens. Why do I have 2 flower pouches? How? When did this happen? I do not remember making 2. It could explain why all my flowers are... I'm fixing this first because I'm baffled. Alright. Okay, this one is empty. This one now has a heck of a lot more in it, but we're still really low on the regular gray ones and yellow. I wonder if there's special biomes that they spawn in. And then we have some extras here. That will come in handy. Not the ones we need, though. Do we need that yellow? No. Purple and the greens. Lime, green, purple. Ouch! Hi. Sorry, Hermes. I can't hold you right now, baby. Hey, 4 ounce. Nice to see ya. What's shaking? I am working on a Jaded Amaranthus. Why? Yes, okay, so I just need a seed. I hope you don't mind all the comments on your videos, since I watch your video as if it were a stream, and every time you say something in your archive video on YouTube, every time you say something that I have a comment on, I just comment as if you were there to hear it. As if you were there, right there. I'm like, hey, I have an input to put here. Let's say something. Alright, we have a Jaded Amaranthus. Yay! Now we just need... we'll use this diluted pool. This tiny bit of mana. That'll work. Get out of this janky place. And over here. Well, and I hope the comments have been helpful somewhat. I never know if I'm overstepping my bounds or if it's something you already know. I tend to try to comment whenever you are asking out loud. Yeah, whenever you're like, I don't know if this can work, and I don't know how that can work. I'm like, I know. I've been playing with Botania since it was put into the TPPI mod pack. What was that, 164? It was brand new at the time. Why am I here? How's this doing, by the way? Yay, there it goes. Not perfect, but good enough. This is my auto Pure Daisy. It's got some tweaking to do, but that requires more redstone than what I can figure out. So at this point, this is the way it goes. I think what I might need to do is set up so that it count a clock so that it only drops 5 and then it waits until this goes, and when this flashes, it resets the counter. Yeah, I know I played with it first in TPPI, is when I first played with it. Which, for those of you, TPPI is test pack. Please ignore it. It is the FTB subreddits pack that they don't make it anymore. They're not, but in 164, they had a pack that Edward and I played. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. You remember the DNS pack? No, I don't. Oh, I need to turn that timer off. Let me do that real quick. There we go. Sorry about that. It's not a no mic stream. You guys can hear me just fine. I do suffer from chronic depression though, so... I mean, that stuff still applies. Alright, let's get this dirt in place. I have not made a wand, a builder's wand. And like you, 4 ounce, I would like to know how to automate the wither. I believe it has something to do with using the bedrock cheat in the nether. Because that way the wither can't move or see you. Because I did test in creative using the Megumon. I don't know if that's correct how we spell it. That one causes mobs in its vicinity to not move. And the Bellthorn is what attacks mobs, because the Bellthorns work great for Gaia Guardian fights. They work fantastically for that phase 2 when you get a whole bunch of mobs flying out at you. But keeping the wither from moving anywhere, I couldn't get it to work. But the Bellthorns should work. And so automating it in the nether should work just fine. The Tangleberry? Did that work? Because I thought that only worked on passive mobs. Yeah, I think it only works on passive mobs. I am probably going to want to make this be floating eventually, just because I like it better. It's floating, but let's put the mana here. Sure. combine you since I put the mana down first. Or the flower down first. Go, go, flower, go! You'll be able to place a few. I don't have... Since it's diluted, I would need to have way more. Way more. So yeah, combine that with doing the nether trick, and there might be... It's probably flat bedrock at the top, so you should be able to do it anywhere in the nether ceiling. Where you spawn it and he's stuck in the bedrock, and then just use tangleberries to... or not tangle. Use the bell thorns to kill him, because you can also use the ranunculus to place the blocks. I think you can even do that with the wither heads. Just set one of the ranunculus to only place on top of soul sand. And if you just time it so that it drops the wither heads after you've already placed the soul sand, you should be able to automatically spawn the wither. I did not test that part. But according to the pack author, there is a way to automate the wither killing. So, meh. I don't know. Maybe just stand here and watch this, right?